Hello and welcome to part 109. Like usual, check the description for any timestamps you want to jump to. Otherwise, thanks for sticking around for the play-by-play. Last episode we were raided, so today we will be dealing with all of these dead bodies. Let's increase the speed a little bit. We have graves ready. Not all of them have been checked. I believe we have some here, still unchecked. We want these in the back filled in first. Before we put in some more graves though, let's take a look. We have resources? We have some resources. Okay. Alright, looks like we need to do some digging here. Let's assign this to get dug out, any of this rocky soil. That one unfortunately was dirt. Let's cancel that one. Okay. Now today is the first day of winter, I believe. Should pop up in a moment once we get to the 6th hour of the day. We might need some more wood for this. Let's take a moment, see if we have any mature trees nearby. Doesn't look like it, but winter is here. Some trees. Okay. So with winter being here and us just having a raid, I did want to have a feast later. So we'll have to keep it on the schedule, hopefully at, what is this, the 15th hour, 16th hour? 16th hour. We'll have a few hours that we can get together for a feast. We got plenty of food, right? Plenty of food. Okay. I want to get some more polecat pelts. Sorry, rugs made out of the pelts. Let's take a moment. Let's go in here. Polecat. Perfect. We need at least 2 of these. Let's move this up. We want these because we need to put them in our prison. We're missing a few. Looks like this zone needs to be expanded here. Got 2 small spots that weren't expanded into. That was the spot we took the rug from before to make room, or to move into the basement, I should say. You know what, we have these wooden reliefs. I think we can put these in here. Free up some space. Make this look a little bit nicer. I guess this is the statue from the main hall. So if that was moved, that means I can move that other statue around again. Before we do that, just want to grab the 4th one here. Is this it? Is this the 4th one? Get that installed, and let's take a look. Yes, that one was moved from that wall, so we can move this one. And speaking of statues, we got these ones out here to look at. Let's take a moment, see what we're dealing with here. Let's get these installed, and then we'll move these around as needed. Okay. This is urgent. Let's get those put away. It's almost time for our event there. Okay. We still got time. Statues with their hands closed and someone with a sword. Okay. Sword spots are filled in. Let's just pause this for a moment before we miss our time slot for the event. Now, I'm thinking of putting these on the roof maybe here. Let's go and put some stick ladders together so we can get access to this roof once again. And let's put these statues up top here. We'll see how nice that looks. Maybe we can add some more statues after to the other sides. But these are going to be kind of the front-facing ones. And let's just slow the time down. Speed up a little bit. And start picking these at the 16th hour. Okay. Almost time. Got our nice palatial great hall here. Come on, 4 p.m. Can't get here soon enough. Alright, there we go. Let's hold that event. 62 people, that doesn't seem right. Our bard is our bard. Let's go and make sure our participants are added in. Looks like we're missing a few. Why is Hawaii's grayed out? Let's just unpause that and go back. We're at 63 now. Okay. Oswald, we can add you again. What is the deal with Hawaii's? Can't access event. Is that right? 64. Let's just pause this. Hawaii's. Which Hawaii's were you? Do I have more than one Hawaii's? You are... Oh no, now Christo is unavailable. There's a few people. Hawaii's Mills 2R and 1R for Christo. Oswald can make it. Why can't I click on you? One R Christo Holloway. Okay, let's pause this. 1R Christo Holloway. It's just not a good time for everyone to feast. Where were you, Christo? I saw you here a moment ago. Let's cancel that. Now can you be part of the event? Oh, that's weird. Okay, I'm gonna wait a moment. You know what? Let's wait another hour or so. Let's increase that speed. Okay, maybe now. Okay, that's 65 people. Let's double check anyone is missing here. Oh, that's good. And we got our bard. Okay, amazing. Let's go add our meals. Let's add all of these lavish meals. Mushroom, you are not a meal. Stew is a meal, though. Let's add some of this. You know what? Let's add about 10 of you. It's what, 41, 51, 61. Now, is any of this, if I add more, is that going to increase that value? Oh, that one did. Just a little bit. Okay, if I keep adding more, can I get past 870? Doesn't look like it's anywhere close. Okay, so we'll keep 870 with the food. See what kind of alcohol we can add. I don't know if the rough wine is a good thing to serve. Okay, we're at 920. Let's see, can we hit a bigger number? How much booze do we need? 970 we hit. Okay, well, I guess we'll hit 970. That's a lot of alcohol for our people. Looks like one each plus a little bit extra. Okay, 2 hours for event, plenty of time before they go to bed. Let's accept that. Our people will be gathering to feast in our great hall. With the chairs we put in, we have room for 64 people to sit, and then our bard probably singing or playing their instrument for us standing around. Looks like they're definitely getting ready, but they're all standing around in different areas. Okay. Now let's go down to this layer, and we'll wait a moment. Hope they enjoy their feast, because definitely want to increase their happiness. Now it says they're feasting. I wonder if that is actually going to go for as long as I think it's going to go. Look, someone made a friend. Good for them. Just want to take a moment to just take a look at my group of people here enjoying their feast with their many graves of victory in the background there. Part of me wishes that the Great Hall was a little bit wider so I could see more of the tables underneath here, but you know what? I think it turned out pretty great, all things considering. Maybe I could have had like one long table going down the middle, something like that, with chairs on the outside, but I think it turned out pretty well. I wonder what kind of feast we're going to have. Is this going to be an excellent feast? Getting close to that 2 hour mark, should be done soon. I guess they didn't start celebrating until a little bit later. Alright. Excellent feast. Fortunately, I can't see any information since we have so many people. Kind of covers up that whole menu there. Alright. Some people unhappy. What is happening? Why are you unhappy? Ah. Looks like some people are drunk and other people aren't having it. Makes sense. Let's go just take a look through our people. In Great Hall. Great, excellent feast. That lasts 7 days. Awesome. Victorious, last 20 hours. Not bad. Saw a dead body. Yeah, we got a lot of dead bodies. Looks like our people just dumped these here when they went to feast. Let's get those picked up. So we got 15 or so left over there. Let's go and add some more of these to be filled in. Hopefully that's enough. Maybe add these. We'll check on that in a bit. Okay, it's doing well. Okay. Copy that. Paste that in there. Okay, excellent. Now we have more training spots available. Still not sure what to put here. Part of me just wants to maybe fill it with limestone block floor. Maybe put some more apple trees here. We're okay right now. We don't need them. Looks like this is being installed somewhere. Okay. Let's go take a look at our items, see what we have to install. Honey pile. Why is honey here? Let's get that picked up. Ulrich, you are unconscious. Is it because you drank too much? Huh. Yeah. Okay. Well, good thing we were just raided. Not worried about our people passed out right now. Let's go take a look at Polly. How's Polly doing? 42%. Still struggling. Let's go take a look at our prisoners. How are they doing? 65%. Not bad. 24%. Okay, not bad. Still a lot to go for that one. You're going to need to put in a slope to go down, so let's go and dig out some room for one of those. Why do we have so much water? I guess this is when our people were putting out the fires. Let's get this hauled away. Get that hauled away. The random helmet here. Let's get that hauled away. Alright, night shift is almost over. Get a good start on these bodies. Let's get all of this hauled away as well. We don't need this dirt and limestone lying around here. We could use that. Now, should we send out a trade caravan? You know what? I think I'll send one to Methwold soon. We went to, was it Tunstead or Turnstead? Tunstead. We went there recently, I believe, and then before that, we sent a caravan here and one here to Shellswell and Pangdean. So we'll wait for people to eat a little bit. Okay, 8 o'clock. Let's send a caravan to Methwold. One letter away from being Methworld. Okay. Aiken, I think we sent you last time. Let's send you again. And 1 or 2 donkeys. You know what? Let's send 1 male for now. Maybe we'll see if we need more. Okay, animal feed, 20. Apple pie, we'll send you with 4 pies to eat. And let's see, what do we have to trade that we want to trade? A lot of beeswax. You know what? Definitely should send more animals. Let's send another donkey there. And let's sort this by what we have a lot of. Now, some of this isn't worth a whole lot. Some of this is worth just a little bit. How are we doing for space? We're over the space, but we don't need too much more, so let's just grab... I guess we'll just grab a sheep. Let's go down this list a little bit, see what we have here that we can send. Thought about sending honey maybe, but no, we don't have that much. I guess we've been making a lot of alcohol with our honey. Ambush chance is getting a little bit high though. Maybe we should send less. That's still a pretty high chance. Should I send another person with you? That actually goes up, I guess, because I add more wealth. Okay, well, you know what? We're going to risk it with 1 person. And let's add a little bit more here. 94 it is. Alright, we're going to roll the dice on that. Maybe we can barter with them. We'll see what happens. In the meantime, back to filling graves. It's a new day. Our people are working. Okay, we've got a few here to get filled still. Once these get filled, we'll start unlocking these ones further down. How many bodies? How many bodies? Oh, is that it? Is that all the bodies? Let's take a moment. Yeah, it's all the humans. Okay, great work everybody. Still got a decent amount of wood. Let's go and put in more graves. Looks like we need to mine out a little bit here. Caravan has left. Great. Got some salt here to dig out. Rocky soil. Okay. Yeah, we want to get graves ready for the next time we get raided. We're getting closer and closer to this area, which is nice. We managed to fill in quite a bit back here. A lot of bodies. Oh, a cold snap. Okay. Well, hopefully our people are wearing good clothing. Let's take a moment. Why do you have a sackcloth hood? And you know what? That's losing its health. Let's just get you to put something better on. Maybe not from there. Do you have anything better than a headband? Ah, caps. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna have you put on this fine cap, but it's just gonna get destroyed soon, but we'll have you put it on anyway. Alright, looks like we got all the ones on that side looked after. Let's take a look at the other side now. Get our people to put on something better. Now these are set for apparel. Yes, they are. These are set to low, though. Okay. Let's see. How far down this list did I go? I'm not sure how far. I guess I must have missed a few people. If I did. Yeah, let's take these headbands off in the winter. Take these hoods off. Okay, I think that's everyone I went through. Might have missed some in the middle here. Let's just double check. Yeah, you're wearing a crown. Crown is not warm. Okay, we'll have to check back. Who's suffering? You're suffering. I guess it is a cold snap. Okay, these have been dug out. We can get these assigned to be filled in a little bit. Okay, our wood supply is getting a little bit low again. Let's see if we have any mature trees we can get chopped down that are somewhat close to our base. Don't want our people walking too far in the winter, especially during a cold snap. They're just going to complain that they're unhappy. Don't want that. Maybe we'll just get these chopped down for now. Check a little bit closer to home. A few more here. Looks like we got a lot more people training now. Let's take a moment and see how good our people are here. Marksman of 20. Let's take a moment, see everyone else. 10, 11. Now it looks like it can go higher than 20, but it looks like it's gonna have a problem getting higher, but we still want you training. That way we can put on better gear. Now, speaking of gear, let's take a moment, look at our warriors. Now, I did put the flawless hatchets on, so they all have flawless hatchets. Let's see what kind of shields they have. Wooden shield, iron buckler, steel shield, iron shield, wooden tower shield. Okay. I'd like them to have very similar items, such as these hatchets, flawless. Most of them are iron, some are steel. Looks like half iron, half steel. Hopefully I can find some shields that match for them. Let's see. Now, buckler here. Melee 40%, range 45. Not ideal. 30 melee, 75 ranged. Good for ranged. 25 melee, 70 for ranged. Oh, so does that go to kite shield? Shield, kite shield, buckler. Okay. Tower shield. A lot more for ranged. Melee, 35%. Used to safeguard archers. Can be deployed in a shield wall. Interesting. What is happening? Settlers are exhausted. Did we arrive yet at Methwold? We didn't. It's 9 tiles away. That's about 9 hours. I guess we didn't leave early enough. I thought we would have been there by now. Maybe it takes longer in the winter. Now this is 32% melee, 90% ranged. What about Bone Shield? 23 melee, range 60. So 30% and 75, or 35 and 95. Sounds like tower shields are pretty good, but Buckler is 40% for melee, which I think is what I'm gonna want. Now this is made out of iron. Small effect on attack speed. That's kind of what I'm worried about as well. What about regular shield? Moderate effect on attack speed. Okay. Large effect on attack speed, small effect on movement speed. So I think I'm going to stick with bucklers for everybody. Unfortunately, I don't have... We can take a look here. We have fine bucklers. We have good bucklers. I don't have anything better than that. Not in large amounts, anyway. Now, if we go back to the almanac, and we take a look at those tower shields, they have a large coverage for ranged, 35% for melee, which isn't bad. The problem is, do I want a large effect on attack speed? Not really. I think I'd like the buckler idea. Metal buckler shield. Okay, let's add that in here. Now this until we have... Oh, you know what? This doesn't detect any of the bucklers I have. Okay. So I think here we're just going to set this to 12. And let's clear all this. We want steel bucklers. And you know what? I don't really care what it's made out of, but we have a lot of coal. Now, I have a feeling that might be something to do with the mods I'm using to make items, to be able to craft, let's say, bone shields or whatever other items that we're not normally able to craft. I think maybe it's not detecting them because of the mod. So anyone that's using these, just be careful if you're playing with this mod, because if you have this until you have whatever amount, it's just going to keep making it, because it's not going to detect that we have any at all. And that can just waste your resources. Let's increase that speed a little bit. Let's take a look. How do those statues on our roof look? Not terrible. We have some more statues here. Let's get these installed, see what these look like. Alright, looks like we'll have some more swordsmen on guard. We'll be able to put those around on the other sides. One is good. The other is also good. The one we have is good. Alright. Let's take a look inside our temple here. Do we need any swordsmen in here? No, we have all of them. Okay. You know what? Maybe we should hold an event. I don't have a druid, though. My plan was to have one of our original settlers, Arcadius here, set up as the druid. But unfortunately, He's not as religious as he was before. I wonder, do we have anyone else who would be able? It doesn't look like they are. Devout Oak Brethren. You need to be an Oak Brethren Zealot. Or Zealot. Zealot? I guess we need someone that has their faith filled completely. You know what? That one person wasn't filled, but let's just take a moment. Not you, Garwolf. It was the person right before you. Was it the other Garwolf? Gel here. You're on second shift. I might have to switch you to first shift. Now, do you have unskilled labor? What do you do? Botany, animal handling, tailoring. You know what? I'll think about it. I did really want Arcadius there to be our druid. A little bit of self-insert. We'll put it off for a while. We'll see how I feel about it. We've been this long without any events. Now the warriors we don't have any dummies ready for them. Let's go take a look, see what that production looks like. We had those rugs made, excellent. I guess they're working on caps. It'll be a little while. You know what, let's move that practice dummy above the caps. We'll get those hopefully built, and then we'll be able to get those caps built after. Alright, we got some more rugs ready. Let's go install these. Alright, a superior one. A good one? Alright, anything but sturdy and flimsy, right? Okay, we had two made. Two of decent quality. Alright. Looks like our merchant isn't there yet, but they'll be there soon. Alright, superior rug. Get that put in on the top floor here on the north side. Okay, and then that side is done, and the south side is done already. That's good. We can start doing the floor underneath that. Let's go take a look. Do we have any more? This is superior. Thought I picked that one to be installed already. This one's flimsy. Wall mirror. Can we put a wall mirror in the prison here? You know what? Maybe above the stash there. So that one that I assigned to the top floor here. Okay, looks like it was put in. So I thought that was maybe glitched out for some reason. I thought I assigned this one already, but I guess not. Okay. Settlers are suffering from the cold. What are you wearing? You know what? Maybe it'd be a good idea to move all of this training inside, and I can build a little bit of a training room here. That way we're not training out in the winter. You know what? I think that's going to be a plan maybe for the next video. I'll see if I can come up with some sort of building plan in the meantime. This is 10 units long. How big are these ones? Right, 1 by 10? Yeah, it says their structure dimensions x10, y1, z1. What about you? Copy you. You are 2 by 1 by 1. Really? 2 by 1? Okay. Right. We can mine away some more clay here. Let's just assign this before we go and look at our caravan. And this actually is over a little bit of a hole, so we need to wait. Okay, caravan's at its destination. Let's go deal with this. Let's barter. Okay, we brought a lot. Let's trade this away. Now we need the food for ourselves, and we need our animals. Alright, they have coin. We like coin. 289, that's maybe 2 prisoners. We're lucky. Let's see what they have. Ooh. Bearskin rugs. This sounds like it could be good for our temple that we put together. I don't know if we need any gold wall torches. You know what? I want more traps so we can put these around the outside of our base. We want meals. Oh, look at all these components. Okay, let's get all the mechanical ones and maybe 20 of the wooden. How are we doing for money? Not doing well, actually. So let's cancel the wooden ones. Silver we don't need. I don't really know what a wall sign is, to be honest. Let's get one of these. We'll see what that is. Mead. We like mead. Fortunately, we're not doing enough with the money to get that. You know what? Let's see. Put traps back. Food, maybe. What else do they have that we want? I think it was willow saplings that we wanted, so we're going to pass on those. We don't need apple saplings. You know what? I guess we won't take this food. It's so expensive. I think we'll pass on the food, maybe. The mead, not so expensive, so let's grab that. And let's grab that dubious booze. We can get that turned into vinegar if we need to. Doing okay for money. They still owe us money, so we can add more. Kind of want to get this wood, to be honest. Maybe ice blocks. Can we grab all this wood? Don't have enough storage for it, but if they have an animal we can take, maybe 2, we'll be able to grab all that wood to go back with us. Okay. What else do we want? Do we want barley? Barley's always good for bread. You know, we don't have enough room now. Okay. How much barley can we grab? Let's just grab what we can. Okay, they're still making money off of us. Maybe I should just grab whatever animals I can from them. Looks like they have a cattle, so that increases our storage space. Can we grab the rest of that barley then? Okay, we can. I guess we'll take whatever wooden components are available. That will help us make some crossbows. Okay. I like these bearskin rugs. They're only fine quality, but I'm looking forward to putting that in our temple when you get back. I didn't check the ambush chance. Hopefully everything's okay. Alright. Let's see. Would this be a good place to put our training grounds? We could do maybe like 6 across. I don't know. I think it'd feel weird just having like a little inside area here. I like the idea that this is open. So if I put a building here, gonna have some more issues with getting sunlight for the trees here. Might cut off a little bit of sunlight here. You know what? I think I'm gonna just leave it the way it is. Maybe I'll put some heat here. We'll see. Alright, got some paintings to install. What else do we have? Practice dummy, flimsy, flimsy, another flimsy one. What's this? A ballista. Got a lot of shackles. We gotta get rid of these shackles. A fine linen rug. Okay. Let's go put this up top. Ballista, no. Anything down here? No. Let's take a look at this gear here, this fermenting mead. Now, I put this in here thinking this would be warm enough that this would turn into vinegar. So it is fermenting, which is good. Now, this is for, what is this for? Dubious booze, okay. What do I have a lot of? I guess it's resource fermenting ingredients. Now, it's not fermenting. It should be under food that I'm looking. Okay. Decent amount of ale. What other booze do we have? Beer, not that much. Cider, not so much. Mead, not really. A lot of rough wine. You know what? Let's change this to rough wine as well. And then this one here. Yeah, I guess that'll just be fermenting. Okay. I thought this was something on the ground here. This is just the shelf on the other side. Okay. wanted to get our booze turned into vinegar. See, this is in the basement. This is not rotting. That's great. This is food. Let's make this one high. Put all of the booze in here first. Or you know what? Let's just make this high. This one, I believe, is very high, right? So we want them to go there first. And then this will be medium. Oh wait, no, hold on. This one is high. This one is medium. Oh, it's already set to low. That's fine. Low is good. Okay, we should get 2 more of these built as well, just to make the rest of that room finished. Kind of feels like we're missing 2 spots there. Wall relief wood, 2. Let's just move that above these components. Wow, this target practice goes quick. And it's made out of sticks. Okay, that's good that it's made out of sticks. Maybe we put these ones ahead just to have that built before the sticks get made into targets. Okay. Travelers making their way back. Alright, get a few more graves put in. Wood supplies doing okay. Let's go and add some more graves on this side. Okay. And let's go to the north. I want to take a look at that clay. Get some more assigned here. The slope has been put in. Excellent. Okay. I think with that, we're going to call it a video. Let's get these trees put up as we bring up all the layers. Okay, welcome to part 109's recap and planning. Alright. Got more archery ranges put in. Unfortunately, we're running into an issue now with getting production for our targets, I just noticed. So that is going to be a little bit delayed because I added in just recently 2 more of these wall relief wood items here. I want to have another one put in this spot here and another one here, just to kind of get this room looking a little bit nicer. Also, probably need to start hanging decorations in here, maybe putting carpets in this room. Prison's a little bit more decked out now. Still missing some banner here hanging on the wall. I'll have to put that in. This one has everything, except that table hasn't been moved. Let's do that now. Oh, whoops. Let's cancel that. I did that the wrong way. Okay. That will face that way, and let's copy you, paste you in there. Okay. Back to recap and planning. Alright. We got a lot of booze production. I did move some of these zones recently. Alright, let's see. This is already stocked. Let's take a look. This will ferment in 5 days. Okay. That's good. Let's take a look at the ones in the basement. 5-6 days here. What about down here? Rough wine. Any rough wine down here? We have a lot in this room. So this is 7 days. Temperature here, about 3 degrees. Temperature up here, 4.8, almost 5. Makes it go faster. But the idea here is to get these to turn into vinegar, so we can pickle our vegetables. Now we do have salt, so we can do that. Plenty of salt. But I did want to get vinegar production made just because that's something we can kind of make on our own The salt, I don't think you can make salt in this game. You just have to mine it or trade for it. But vinegar, we could grow different things. For example, like apples we can grow, turn that into booze, and then you can let that turn into vinegar. And then the apples will keep growing, and you can keep going through the process. And as long as you let it ferment and then rot, turn into vinegar, or you'll get booze. But at least that way you can have an infinite supply of vinegar. Salt, not so much. We also spent some time decorating our temple a little bit. Got some statues put up outside. It's a little bit nicer. I thought about maybe changing the style of windows on this as well. Might do that next time. We sent out a trade caravan. We traded for quite a variety of things, waiting for them to come back. Besides that, we're still working on getting more graves. Probably have another raid in a few episodes. Maybe next episode if I'm lucky. Maybe a siege. We can put our own siege weapons to use in our defensive ways as we can. Try out our trebuchets now that we have 2 here put in at the entrance. Last time we were raided, we ended up shooting our onager at them. Started a little bit of fire here by the entrance. I don't think we damaged anything of our own. But it was nice. Nice to see our siege weapons at work defensively. Anyway, want to thank you again for stopping by and supporting the channel. This has been episode 109. Once again, leave me a like, drop me a comment, subscribe if you want. Otherwise, thanks. Have a great one. Hope to see you next time, everybody. Peace out.